Did you know that 92% of people fail to keep their goals? That means only 8% actually follow through. And if you've ever started something with excitement, only to lose motivation a few weeks later, you know exactly how that feels. Maybe you've told yourself, this time I'm sticking with it, but then life gets busy, progress feels slow, and suddenly you're back at square one. The key isn't just about feeling motivated, it's about staying consistent, even when motivation fades. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to push through those moments when you feel like giving up, so you can stay on track and actually reach your goals. Make sure to stick around until the end, because I'm going to share my personal experience and how it transformed my career. Let's go! Many years ago, I had just gotten promoted to a strategic role that I'd always dreamt of. But the workload seemed impossible to me. I kept telling myself, maybe I am not suitable for this. Then, I came across something that changed everything, a concept called pre-mortem from neuroscientist Daniel Levitin. It's about preparing for failure before it even happens. I'll break it down in a second, but first, let's talk about why motivation disappears in the first place. Here's the thing. We all start out excited. The beginning of any new goal feels amazing, but then reality kicks in. Things get hard, progress slows down, and suddenly you're doubting yourself. This phase is called the dip, concept introduced by Seth Godin, and it's where most people give up. Let's say you want to lose weight. The first few weeks, you're all in. Meal prepping, hitting the gym, feeling great. But then, the scale doesn't move as fast as you hoped, and cravings start creeping in. You skip one workout, then another, and soon you're telling yourself, maybe this just isn't working. Or maybe you're starting a YouTube channel. In the beginning, it's exciting. You're brainstorming ideas, filming your first videos. But then, after weeks of uploading, the views aren't coming in like you expected. You see other creators growing faster, and you start wondering, why am I even doing this? Ever felt like that? Like other people are making it look easy while you're struggling? It's normal. But what you do in this phase determines whether you succeed or quit. The biggest mistake? People think motivation is supposed to stay high all the time. It's not. Motivation is like a battery. You need to know how to recharge it. This is where the pre-mortem strategy comes in. Instead of waiting for failure to knock you down, you plan for it. Let's go back to those two examples, weight loss and starting a YouTube channel. If you're trying to lose weight, you know that cravings and slow progress will eventually hit. So, plan for it. Before you even start, write down a strategy. What will you do when cravings strike? Maybe you keep healthy snacks ready or allow yourself a small treat so you don't binge later. What about when the scale doesn't move? Instead of feeling defeated, track other signs of progress, measurements, how your clothes fit, or your energy levels. Same with YouTube. If you expect instant growth, you'll be disappointed. So prepare for the fact that your first 10, 20, even 50 videos might not get many views. Instead of quitting, have a system. Focus on improving one thing with each video, better lighting, clearer audio, stronger hooks. That way, even if views are slow, you're making progress. When you expect obstacles, you take away their power. Instead of seeing them as reasons to quit, you see them as part of the process. If this is helping, hit the subscribe button. It keeps me motivated. All right, let's keep going. Every time you've made progress in life, it probably felt uncomfortable. Pushing past fear, trying something new, facing challenges, all of it felt tough in the moment, but that's where growth happens. You know that feeling when you start working out to lose weight? At first it sucks. Your muscles feel like they're on fire. You're sore in places you didn't even know existed, and stepping on the scale doesn't always show progress. It's frustrating, right? Or maybe you've tried starting a YouTube channel. You put so much effort into recording, editing, and uploading, only to see almost no views. And suddenly, that initial excitement turns into doubt. Is this even worth it? Am I just wasting my time? Discomfort isn't a sign that you should quit. It's proof that you're growing. Think about it. When you pushed through the soreness at the gym, you got stronger. When you kept making videos despite the low views, you got better at writing script and editing faster. That discomfort wasn't a stop sign. It was a sign you were improving. So here's what I want you to do. Start embracing discomfort instead of avoiding it. Next time you feel stuck, don't see it as a reason to quit. See it as a sign that you're leveling up. Instead of just setting goals, focus on getting better at what you do. Motivation sticks around when you see improvement, and the best way to do that is to level up your skills. When I first moved into my strategic role, I was overwhelmed. My inbox was flooded, my calendar was packed, and I felt like I was always reacting instead of leading. I was stuck in survival mode, constantly being chased around by customers and other departments. On top of that, I was buried in administrative tasks, leaving me exhausted and frustrated. My mood was bad. I was stressed. I felt like I was always behind. And I started questioning whether I was even the right person for the job. At first, I thought maybe I just wasn't good enough for this role. But then I realized I didn't need to quit. I needed to develop a different skill set. What worked in my operational role wasn't enough here. I had to adapt. So I started upgrading my skills. First, I learned how to analyze data quickly so I could get insights without spending hours digging through reports. Then, I improved my organizational and planning skills so I wasn't constantly in reactive mode. Instead of putting out fires all day, I learned to anticipate problems before they happened. And you know what happened? I finally got control. I stopped being overwhelmed, I had time to think strategically, and instead of feeling like I was barely keeping up, I started leading with confidence, and that felt amazing. That's the thing, getting better feels good. When you go from struggling to succeeding, that feeling of progress is what keeps you motivated. So don't just chase results, chase for improvement as well. The better you get, the more motivated you'll feel. Now, if you've ever felt super ambitious but also kind of lazy, you need to check out my next video. Trust me, it's going to change the way you approach success. Click on it right here.